All right, so Karim, got pretty excited about that interview, specifically that last soundbite we just played about the kind of model that Elon Musk says he wants to build. Why is that so exciting when we're talking about this company?
I think, frankly, this is the one sentence from yesterday's interview that got me really excited, and it should get us all excited about the future for Tesla. And that's because what he said there is says that the company is going back to its roots, to what has made it successful in the past, and that it's this obsession for building these products and these experiences that customers love. If you think of it, that's what made Tesla successful in the first place. That's what we didn't see that much in the past few years. And hearing Elon say that they're now laser focused on rebuilding with that DNA and these roots, new products and new experiences is really exciting about the potential for the company.
So when we're talking about getting back to its roots, what do you think that means potentially for a lower cost vehicle? What do you think that means about also these other ventures like expanding into robotics and also the energy storage business? When we talk about getting back to the roots, does that mean there's less emphasis on these other projects or just more attention on just Tesla, the company?
No, I think the going back to the roots is going back to the roots of the methods that has made Tesla successful in terms of building products and experiences that customers love. It doesn't mean that they're going to go back to focusing on building on being a car manufacturer. In fact, I think the future, the transition is already happening, where the focus is going to be on these new services centered around robotaxis. So there is going to be an evolution of Tesla as going from a car manufacturer to a provider, a platform providing transportation services. But having the focus on building a great product and a great experience is what should give us confidence about the ability of the company to do it.
All right.
With that said, there's also tremendous challenges to be solved. And if I had to have concerns about what was said yesterday, it's actually about what was not said, what was not discussed, about how the company is going to solve these challenges. Self-driving at scale, then building a ride-hailing platform, and then transitioning into this business model where the fleet are going to be made of cars being brought by Tesla owners.
Well, Karim, that's actually what I want to talk to you about. So if you don't mind me interrupting you just for a second, I want to play a soundbite for you. Someone that worked at both Tesla and also Lyft, a rideshare company. You have unique perspective on this. We want to play this soundbite of Elon Musk talking about this plan for these autonomous cars and how owners can generate extra revenue.
Yeah.
If I own a Tesla and I have the software and the capability of doing it.
Yes.
Right.
We'll have a model which is kind of like some combination of Uber and Airbnb. So if you're a Tesla owner,
right,
you'll be able to add or subtract your car to the fleet. So just like in Airbnb, you could like rent out your spare bedroom or rent out your house when you're not using it. And the same thing will be available for Tesla owners. So it's a way for Tesla owners to earn revenue.
All right, so right now those two services, they're two very big, separately publicly traded companies when we're talking about rideshare and EVs, electric vehicles. Do you think it's possible for an EV maker to operate an app, to have the scale when it comes to the vehicles and also the software to operate a rideshare company that would meet the needs of people the way an Uber and a Lyft do now?
Yeah, I think that's where the challenge really is for Tesla. I think that's a very ambitious and very challenging undertaking for several reasons. It's not about the app. Building an app that connects riders with vehicles, that's relatively easy. What's really hard is what's underneath, what's under the hood, to make sure that there's enough cars available at the time when people need them, where they need them, so the wait time is very low. Second thing is to make sure that this fleet is constantly maintained and cleaned, and if there's any issue, that these issues are taken care of. That's why it's taken a decade to Lyft and Uber to make the platform work. It's still taking, even if you're taking the driver out of the equation, there's still a lot of humans needed to make sure that the car is clean, that if something happens, that somebody takes care of it. That the robot is not able to deal with. So there's a lot of implications of that statement that was made. And I think we're many, many years away from seeing this becoming a reality for Tesla. Now, what's exciting is there's other people that are more advanced, and they're showing us the way on how to succeed. So Waymo has been focused solely on solving self-driving at scale. And when they started to deploy their service in other cities than San Francisco, they partnered with Uber because they realized that building that ride-hailing platform, managing all the operations that I just mentioned, takes expertise, takes a lot of money, and is really hard to do quickly and at scale.
All right.
So one of the concerns that I would have for Tesla is the nature of the challenge is very hard. And we're still, from what we're hearing, this still seems to be the ambition for Tesla to doing it alone, to solve all these challenges on its own, while all the other players have shown that a very successful way of doing it is by partnering with people that specialize in one piece of the equation.